Oh dear. Okay, I promised realistic and you're getting realistic. Welcome to episode 2 of trying to write a play in 6 weeks for the Royal Court Theatre. As you might be able to tell, this week did not go well. I have not really written very much at all. I managed to kind of start reworking one of the scenes yesterday. That's been about it. So those of you who are new here, hello. I did a course with the Royal Court Theatre on playwriting, and now we have 6 weeks to write a full-length play. We are now on week 2. I'm not going to overshare on the internet because I've been on the internet for a very long time and I know the dangers of what happens when you overshare. Essentially, one of our friends passed away very abruptly 6 months ago, and we've just received kind of further news confirming cause of death this week, and it's just brought everything back up. So it's been just kind of like trying to get through the week. Kind of like wrote down some thoughts and how I feel, because how else am I going to process my feelings? Basically, I just feel very complicated about it all because, of course, he was the best of us. He really was just one of the best writers in the country, definitely out of us lot. And it's very much like, well, why write? Why write when the best of us is gone? What's the point? And I feel a lot of artists and writers are kind of like pressured to kind of use these emotions and use these like awful events in their life as like inspiration to like write more and drive them, and I think that's all bullshit. Like, him going is not creative fuel for me, and that feels really gross. It's just like hovering expectation, like vultures floating around, that like any tragedy in your life, don't waste it. You gotta capitalize on it somehow, or you gotta like write something out of it. No. It sucks, it's a tragedy. It shouldn't have happened. And it's not creative fuel. It's just bollocks. I think that's kind of all I wanted to say on this topic, pretty much, because for any other writers and artists watching who feel like they need to use kind of like tragedies in their life as like creative inspiration or creative fuel, like, oh my god, this will really drive me, or like give me a new perspective of my writing, my life. No, it doesn't. Like, we are very much people first, not artists first. And that's all tied up with who we are. But we don't have to dive into like work and art all the time. We're allowed to just feel horrendous about stuff. In other news, I got 5 rejections this week, so that's fun. So I freelance, for those who don't know, which is just, I mean, I chose this life. I can't really complain about it. It's just a lot of applications and putting yourself up for opportunities and filling out forms and sending in like CVs and cover letters, being like, oh, I would be great for this residency, this opportunity, blah, 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 blah. Also, life is tough. So I've been like trying to get like part-time actual work, like a real job. And none of them want me, so that's fun. I mean, that's 5 rejections this week alone. I've had plenty more this year. And that is part of the freelance creative life. That is, I've received hundreds of rejections by now, but you know what, sometimes it still sucks. And it's allowed to suck. I mean, it's been a few days now since all the rejections, so I'm kind of already over it, but I'm allowed to feel kind of crappy about it in the moment, and then just kind of take a few days and then just kind of move on, and onwards and upwards. Upwards is the direction, but it's more of a sliding backwards is what it feels like. But no, positive thinking. However, I did get to go to like a networking night, like a little party gathering thing. I say little, it's like 50 people went. That's organized by my friend Ray Roberts, and it was really wonderful, and it was really affirming, and it kind of really brought something back into me, and it's just really lovely being around other creatives, especially Asian creatives, and just kind of seeing us doing well, because like a win for someone kind of feels like a win for all of us. No jealousy or comparison amongst us, just one of us wins, all of us wins. So that's really lovely. In terms of the project, so I have not really thought about it or really wrote much about it. I also have no intention of feeling guilty about not really writing much this week, especially. I am not a cog in some writing machine that is set up by me. Just didn't write as much this week, and it's fine. I will write more this week. So the stats for this week. We have actually gone down because I took out a scene and I'm rewriting it. So we've actually gone backwards. But no, sometimes we need to go backwards to go forwards. So yes, I did take out quite a bit. So that's why the stats are down. Again, that's the realities of writing. So we are at 6,099 words, 16 pages, and a reading time of 24 minutes and 23 seconds. That's all for this week. Thank you for clocking in anyway. I did promise realistic, and realistic you shall receive. Maybe next week. Can I go to an aesthetic cafe? Can I go to an aesthetic library? I'll make it work. I'll make it happen. Just to change up the view so you don't have to see like this mug. Thank you all very much for watching. Good luck with your writing projects. Don't feel bad for not writing all the time. We are not machines. Take care of yourself. Bye.